Shalom and welcome everybody to another book review with Zen Garcia. I'm Justin James Garcia, and today we have an extra special book to bring forth to you.
Yes, we're very excited about this project, and it's something that a lot of parents have been asking us about. And though we do have a young adults readers list and books out available for them, this one is specifically focused for really young children. And it's exciting because it is dedicated to what will be my granddaughter. So very excited.
Yeah, and Joy and my first child. So we're so excited to bring forth actually a new series that we're going to be starting at Sacred Word Publishing. We do have a couple books, like my dad mentioned, in the Young Readers collection that are for 4th to 6th grade readers, and that's the Flat Earth Chronicles and then the Noah Commander at Sea. This is something totally different. This is a book that I put together that I want basically to kind of follow a child as they grow up. And it's called Prophecy for Children, Enochs Vision. And I want to give something to you all to be able to share with your children, to introduce them to the character of Enoch and also the Book of Enoch. So this is a very simple version of chapter 1 of the Book of Enoch. So you can see this is the title page, the dedication page, dedicated to Yahusha first and foremost, my wife Joy, and our daughter Eliana. But then you get to go through a journey of Enoch's vision in chapter 1 of the Book of Enoch, where he's taken into heaven. And what I really like is the illustrator that I worked with, he really captured the vision that I wanted, because I didn't want to make like a physical figure of the Messiah, and I didn't want to create an idol or anything like that for the children to look at and maybe, I don't know, get the wrong idea about. So he really captured like the angels. They're just white. If you just look, the page is just blank, and that's for their imagination, and just to keep that image to the Messiah himself. When he comes in the clouds, we'll know it's him. But what's really cool about the vision is Enoch sees the destruction of the wicked in the end. And Enoch tells us, a lot of details in his book that maybe aren't children friendly. So, we see the picture of the destruction, and Enoch gets a little bit scared, but then he's taken up into heaven and told, don't be afraid, Enoch, because actually before the destruction, you're going to see, like here, you see the families that are in like kind of transfigured bodies up in the clouds with the destruction of earth taken underneath. So he's told also about the rapture, is what people call it, the harpazo, the catching up of the saints and of the righteous. And I think that's a beautiful story. Our children these days need to know there's going to be a judgment. You can't just do whatever you want and expect the only thing that's going to be wrong is you're going to get a spanking or some time out. Like, we have eternal consequences for the decisions that we're making in our lifetime. So we go through the story, and Enoch's told to write down his vision, and then he goes back and basically tells the people in his village surrounding him of his vision. And that, I think that's really important as well, is to be able to share this important message with our friends and the people that we go to school with and things like that. And one thing I really like about this picture is, the people are leaving Enoch after they hear, and half of them are, going towards the light, towards the sunrise, and the other half are, walking towards the dark. And the book ends with a commission, basically, and it says, you are called and you are chosen, and it ends with this quote that comes out multiple times throughout the book: where will you be on Judgment Day? And I think that's very important for our children and for us to think about.
Absolutely.
So I think it's an awesome book. What do you think?
I love it. I think it's really incredible. The illustrations are remarkable. The story is simple and precise. And as we said, your children really need to have a frame of reference with regard to judgment and eternal consequence, and also eternal reward. Because the blessings of salvation are through Christ, and the promises of New Jerusalem, the Abrahamic covenant, are all extended to all of us. So,
yeah, I think it's important to know that our Savior is our protector. He's the one that we can rely in. We want the children to, basically they see Enoch going up to receive this vision, and he gets a little bit scared, but he's comforted. And I want the children to feel that same way. We don't want them to, just be scared. We want them to have the fear of the Lord, because that is important for all of us. I think it's a blessing to be able to have that fear of the Most High. But then, we're told by John that perfect love casts out fear. So when Enoch, was taken up and he's preserved and told about the protection offered to the righteous, I want the children to know, if you follow, if you obey the Most High, if you love Him, if you choose Him, He's going to choose you and protect you as well. And so I was mentioning this is the beginning of a new series. We're going to be going through the Book of Enoch and doing our best to bring forth as much as possible, the stories of the giants, the fallen angels. Next series should be coming out within the next 3 months, but this one is still on pre-order right now. It should take us less than another month to be able to ship these all out. We're going to bring forth a little promo code, and we're going to give you $5 off. It's going to be $20 total for this book, which is really, really cheap compared to how much it actually cost us to print, because this is the first full color book that we've done. And I think that it's worth it. We want to get it out to the children so that they can grow up with it, and that Enoch can become a character that they're familiar with, and that by the time they're in 8th grade and are able to actually read the Book of Enoch, they'll be familiar with Enoch. They'll be familiar with some of the teachings. It'll be comfortable for them, and even bring back feelings of their childhood, their early childhood, so that they can feel connected. And I think that it's a wonderful journey. There's nothing like this that I was able to find for Eliana. So here we're doing it for ourselves, and we're going to present this. I'm really happy with the product, and we appreciate all of you. Check out the description box below the video for the promo code. Much love to you all.
Shalom.
Shalom.